everyone? Welcome back to the Sports Shift. I am joined here by Brylin Adams, my co-host, and I'm Ria and Brylin. We got lots of action for you this week. Baseball's rounding out. We got the playoffs coming up. Basketball's back. Hockey's back. And football is in full swing. Brylin, kick us off.
So to start off, we are going to talk about Cedric Mullins. He was a 13-round draft pick who was optioned to Double-A just 2 seasons ago after hitting a .094. He is now the first player in Baltimore Oriole history with 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases in a single season. Ria, tell us about Justin Tucker.
Yes, well, that is monumental. Sometimes the old horse wins the race. So, listen, keep going for what you want. Justin Tucker, in other news, set an NFL field goal record of 66 yards. Take a look at this. It was amazing and stunned everyone at the game that day. How about Milwaukee?
The Milwaukee University women's soccer team, get this, set an NCAA record. Jelena Sever scored right off the kickoff. Take a look at this video.
Girl power. And speaking of girl power, Kate Scott is now the first full-time female broadcaster of any major sport in Philadelphia. She is set to join the 76ers play-by-play announcement team. And she was previously notable for her 2016 debut in preseason for the NFL play-by-play. So you go, Kate. Set the way for all young female broadcasters in the industry. And how about them Phillies?
How about them Phillies? Oh, man. All I have to say is from the past series, Phillies fans, they were ready for that full sweep. They had their brooms ready to go, but, the Pirates just really shocked everyone, and, they definitely weren't expecting that. How about this past series?
Tuesday was definitely a crucial game for the Phils. Zach Wheeler pitched a tremendous ball game. He had 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, but their offense just was not clicking. Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto was all in a rut. They are now on the brink of elimination after losing to Atlanta, being 3.5 games out of first with just 5 left in the season. Another Braves win tomorrow night would officially put the Phillies out of the playoff race. So, Red October, will we see it? The world may never know.
Unfortunately, there's more disappointment to go around in Philly. Eagles losing to their ultimate rival, the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas has scored the most points against the Eagles in 13 years, and this is their 4th straight loss in Dallas. Ria, tell us more about the game.
Yeah, definitely. Every Eagles fan was ashamed on Monday night. Just another way to make your Monday night even better, huh? But another O-line injury coming out of that game. Isaac Sumalo has a fractured foot. However, Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts had something to say about the game. He said, when you take a deuce, you don't look at it, you just flush it and move on. And that's his outlook going into week 3. Too many penalties, 13 more to the season, and with an NFL high of 35, the Eagles have to set themselves straight for week 3. They have a tough couple of games coming up, being the Chiefs next Sunday on October 3rd, then the Panthers on October 10th, and the Buccaneers on October 14th. Will they be able to defeat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs home next Sunday?
I don't know. I don't know. Anything could honestly happen. I mean, the fact that the Steelers literally lost to the Bengals just shows that anything can happen, Especially, I feel like the Eagles have a lot to show, so maybe that will give them some motivation to maybe, step it up and, turn this losing streak around. Going into our next Philly team, the Sixers, Ben Simmons was fined $227,000 for missing media day on Monday. Typically, NBA teams, especially in training camp, work 6 days a week, which means if they wanted to fine him for every week, he could be fined up to $1.3 million, which really isn't, much for him. Must be nice, but despite the begging by his teammates and Doc Rivers to have him return, Simmons will not loosen up and is prepared to pay his way out. Embiid, Harris, and Thibault were prepared to fly out to LA to convince Simmons to play and come back, but he said don't bother. How do you feel about that?
I know Doc Rivers, Daryl Morey, they all want Ben Simmons back. They're literally begging him, but he just won't have it. He is done. Yeah. He made his bed and he isn't ready to lie in it, so he wants to hit the road. But listen, we wish all the best for the Sixers and Ben Simmons. Whatever is best for both parties will ultimately succumb. So,
and speaking of preseason, the Flyers preseason has officially started. It's only 16 days away from regular season. There were 12,600 fans in attendance back at the Wells Fargo last night. The Philadelphia Flyers hosted their first preseason game against the New York Islanders, and Ria happened to be there. How was it? How was the atmosphere?
Well, Brylin, it was surreal. After being back in the Wells Fargo Center after over a year and a half, it was just the energy after they score a goal. Even with 12,000 fans, the cheers seem louder than ever. I think everybody's so grateful just to be back, to share, some emotional presence and just the thrill of being at a hockey game. It's amazing. Even though they lost in overtime 3-2, it was a fairly solid game for young goaltender Carter Hart that makes his rebound season look promising. He played the first 2 periods and converted 17 saves on 18 shots faced. Head coach Elaine Vigneault said he has noticed a stronger and rejuvenated Hart in camp and hopes he will succeed throughout the season. Both Flyers goals came from young rookies in Maxim Sushko and Igor Zamula. Overall, Ellis and Ivan Provorov looked pretty comfortable playing together for it being their first game played as a unit. So seeing this, do we think the defensive line may have that strong core to support the rest and kind of be that support system for Carter Hart?
I would think so, considering they played so well together last night, and that I feel like that kind of gives Carter Hart confidence, and then the rest of the team some confidence to, But it is only preseason, so everything could change. But they're looking good. They're on that track for a great regular season, and I'm excited for the rest of October and what's to come.
Yes, definitely hopefully they can be that brick wall to just support the rest of the team and, swipe for success. But Derek Brassard has a ton of experience, and it definitely did show. He was solid in the face-off circle and had an assist on Igor Zamula's goal. Keith Yandel quarterbacked the power play, and Cam Atkinson was also active. Both showed flashes of their game plays last night. So it was definitely a telling game, and we will see the Flyers will hit Boston for another preseason game tomorrow night. Taking it back to Neumann University, all of our athletes are in action. Brylin, tell us what we got this week.
Unfortunately, the men's soccer team fell shorthanded to Penn State Harrisburg on Tuesday night, but the team wraps up their tough non-conference state this Saturday, heading to Salisbury University. On the flip side, women's soccer, Leona Macrina was AEC Defensive Player of the Week. She is the goalkeeper, and she's been playing phenomenal for them. Unfortunately, they fell to Goucher College on Tuesday afternoon, and they'll be on the road for the first time this season. But next up, the Knights will open up conference play on Wednesday against good old Gwen Mercy on our home turf. So that should be a very good game. You guys should definitely check out.
Yes, I have to say, Leona Macrina, she is solid between the pipes of the net. I've been to a couple women's soccer games this season, and she's amazing back there.
Yeah.
Her stride is great.
I have seen some of the women's goalkeepers, like I think they have like 2 or 3, but I've seen them out at the turf in the mornings like
Yeah.
before practice even starts, like at 7 a.m. I'm like, wow, they are definitely getting their reps in. So
See?
shout out to them, and it definitely pays off.
Oh,
But
for sure.
women's volleyball dropped a 3-0 match to Rowan University on Tuesday evening. They look to rebound on Thursday against Wilkes University on our home court at 7 p.m. Tell us about field hockey.
Field hockey has a game tonight that was postponed originally, so they will play at Widener. Well, actually, sorry, my bad. They were supposed to play tonight, but it has since been postponed to Saturday at 1 p.m. at Widener University. We wish them the best of luck. Baseball, on the other hand, has their first fall season scrimmage Saturday. How about cross country?
Cross country has their meet on Saturday. The men will start at 10:30 a.m. and the women will start at 11:15 a.m. So good luck to all of our athletes this weekend. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, some fall weather. Hopefully bring back some dubs to Neumann. College Radio Day is this Friday, October 1st. You do not want to miss all the fun. We got kickball at 1 a.m. We got Beatles hour at 2. There's a Christmas hour, and my personal favorite, there's a country hour going on. So tune in all day to 98.5 WNUW. Listen through our app if you are unable to on the radio. But yeah, tune in anytime, 24-hour broadcast. We'll be there. We'll be with you guys. Thanks for tuning in today, and we will see you next Wednesday.